This is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast, where CEOs, COOs, and business owners share strategies for success. This is 6 questions in 9 minutes because the best strategies are concise business advice. So we're going to get right to it. So first question, in a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Rene Rodriguez, and I've been an entrepreneur all my life, and now I'm in the licensing and technology business.
Awesome. Well, great to have you on, Rene. So question number 2, what's the best thing about being a business leader?
Well, the best of being about a business leader, I think it has to do with the way how you can share the vision of what you see and bring others into your vision, and then work for something that a lot of people sometimes have told you that is impossible. And when you have the ability to motivate people to believe in what you do, and then encourage them with the vision, and then recognize their talents, and then start working towards and start achieving them, that's very refreshing.
It's cool to see what people can accomplish, especially when they work together. That's awesome. Question number 3, I hear from other leaders that their people strategy can be more of a challenge than the business strategy in their business. What are your thoughts?
I think it's absolutely always a challenge to work with people, but I believe more into that a real leader will not focus onto the specific things that are the nitty-gritty of things of people, because everybody in that sense, they have their own problems, their own fears. I believe a great leader, if you focus onto the vision, you will focus more into what you can make those guys feel. So the best description for me that I've ever heard about a great leader is somebody that can grab and lead a group of people and make them feel things that never felt before, make them do things that never done it before, make them see things that never seen before, and make them accomplish things they've never accomplished before. I think that's the best definition I've ever heard about a leader.
I've never heard that, but I like that. Taking them to new heights in every aspect. That's
Exactly.
great. So question number 4, what strategy would you like to share with other leaders that you've learned?
I believe this strategy that if you focus on the vision, I mean, here's the deal. I believe in human natures. I really believe that humans are good people. It's hard for me to believe that somebody is bad, but there's people that has good heart, and parents always usually teach their kids their best behaviors. So every human has their own personality. Then they also have their intentions, and they also have their actions. And all us humans are always being basically judged by actions, right? So when we are judged by actions and not on intentions, we always get crucified. So when you start learning that you really know your people, like one-on-one, and get to know your people and understand their personalities, and then understand their intentions, you always will be willing to give a little bit of more of the benefit of the doubt. If you do that, I believe that you're not going to be focused on actions all the time, but more intentions. Because sometimes the actions that they're doing, it could be a problem of communication. Nobody wants to fool silly. Nobody wants to mess it up unless somebody is really incompetent, But I think it has to do a lot more in the way how you're running things. But in the end of the day, you will realize that people with a desire, with a good attitude, treating well, and being recognized of what they do, they will flourish. They will give their best, and they will accomplish things that you never thought they will possibly accomplish. But it's up to you and how you treat that people. And if you do it right, I think you'll be able to see things they've never seen before. But if you focus on actions all the time, that we have to, of course, but if you're not really, if there's really the problem, then you will never understand if it's you that don't know how to lead, or is the people that always have to lead. Most of the people that work for me, they've been working for 15, 20 years. And we have great friendship and relationship. And we always discuss and we cross, our points across, and everybody shares their thoughts and opinions. But by the end of the day, it's how you make them feel. And recognize, that it's not always about the actions, but the intentions.
I like that answer. And part of that indicates that you really have to know a person, like you said, know their intentions, know more than just the surface, but really come to know them and care about them. So That's awesome. I like that. So question number 5, what other successful leaders like yourself would you like to acknowledge and you think would be a great guest on the podcast?
I know so many good leaders. I'm always looking for mentors in my life, and I'm always looking out to people. And the way how I see it is that usually when you see a good leader, you can feel the energy from somebody, because a good leader, it doesn't want to put a show. A good leader doesn't want to become somebody that is not, you know. A good leader will always be who they are, here, there, or whatever place. So there's so many people I can give you names with it. You know, Jeff Lamb, for example, Rolly Walker. There's just so many. I have a huge list that I can probably provide to you that I'm very inspired by other people.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of times, you know, we could probably go on for days just talking about people, but I definitely will look up the 2 that you mentioned, and I agree with you. I love connecting with both successful people, but also inspiring people and great leaders. So
yeah, and these 2 guys are, I mean, I can give you a handful of people, but these guys are completely inspiring because they recognize what they have learned from their mistakes. And they recognize that life is all about keep trying, moving forward, and just absolutely developing, you know, the best of your abilities and give the best people the benefit of the doubt.
And those are the people I like to be around. So that's awesome. So question number 6, just kind of a fun final question. Tell me about your favorite past boss.
Well, that's a hard question because I've never had a boss in my life, you know.
Wow.
And I've been an entrepreneur since I was 12 years old. So, but I have worked with different leaders that somehow they're being part of my life in a way that I have to either feel responsible, accountable for. And the ones that are my favorite past people that I see that are people that that basically leave what I was just telling you. They don't focus too much in crucifying a human being, and they don't focus into the problem or the mistake. They reprehend the mistake, but at the same time, they look at the opportunity and they look for the intentions of what they really was trying to do. They give people the benefit of the doubt. I see that the most people that always will look for happiness and bring this good spirit and this good energy into an organization is people that are always looking for the positive. If you focus always on the negative, you're always are looking for that energy, and it's just something that you irradiate into other people's life, you know? I mean, when you look at somebody, you either suck light or you either give light. And that's just the fact, you know? I can sit down right next to somebody, and I mean, everybody can do that, and you can have that energy. Have it, you just have it. If you don't, you just don't have it, you know? And it's something that you cannot, you know, you have to work internally in order for you to be able to absolutely irradiate that energy, because it's what you're thinking. It's the power of how you think, of the power of what you, I'm from Chile originally, so sometimes all the critical words are kind of hard to express, but the way that you show and irradiate your energy to others.
Right. I like that simple phrase, you know, don't suck life, but give life.
That's how simple it is, you know.
That's awesome.
You either suck light or you either give light. That's it.
Well, hey, it's been great having you on today. Before we leave, tell people how they can reach you or how they can find you.
You can go to a speakingroses.com website, or they can go to vidit.com website, vidit.com. And then they can reach out to me and I'll reach out to them, or LinkedIn, you know, Rene Rodriguez and LinkedIn. And I would love to connect, and always looking for networking with people and people with good vibes and energy that we can build things together.
Awesome. Great having you on. And this is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Podcast. For more insights and ideas, follow us on Weaver Business Coaching or on LinkedIn. Best success to you.